Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video, as they will be very beneficial for you in the long.
Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the second week of March. Session will be very interesting and important, so do watch the video till the end. Apart from this friends, we also upload topic wise current affairs. These topic wise current affairs are really important. These are your individual topics such as your national affairs, international affairs, your important days, your related to defense, science and technology. All these topics are really important. Also related to economy and business, we upload current affairs for those topics for monthly basis. All right, and I want to see maximum students to watch these videos because these will help you in your preparation. All right, so let's move to the current affairs of the second week of March. First question: name the government or the company that has recently issued new guidelines for the transportation of dangerous and hazardous goods. It will be your Bureau of Indian Standard, that is your BIS, has issued a transportation dangerous and goods guidelines to enhance the safety and transportation of various dangerous goods that are hazardous and that pose threat to public safety, property and environment. All right, now the question can be asked: name the ministry that has recently issued by the, or this notification for the new guidelines of the transportation was issued by which ministry? It was your Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Public Distribution that have issued the new, or has issued this notification for the same. For, and this is basically in simple terms, if we say that if we want to transport goods in the safest way, and these goods that are dangerous, that are hazardous, that can be a chemical also. All right, so to transport those goods, this particular BIS has recently issued new guidelines. Next, in which city the first edition of the joint military exercise Fringe was conducted between the Indian and French army in 2023? So we are talking about the first edition. We can say that is, this is the inaugural edition. So this is a joint military exercise by the name Fringe. Now what is the question asked here is that where was this exercise held? All right, where was this exercise held? And in this it is given this Fringe is held between Indian Army and French Army. So the correct option is between Indian Army and French Army. We observed Fringe. That was the inaugural or the first edition of the exercise, and the location where this exercise was held is Trivandrum, Kerala. All right, important. Also, for the first time, both Indian and French army engaged in the exercise, which contingent comprising of a company group, and the largest ever contingent was fielded by Trivandrum based Indian army troops and French 6th Light Armored Brigade. Coming back, remember Fringex, it is an exercise between Indian army and French army, and it was the inaugural, that is the first edition, held in Trivandrum, Kerala. Next, if I ask you, tell me, recently a workshop was done on the bamboo sector development. On the bamboo sector development. Can you tell me where was this workshop held? It was held in New Delhi and it was inaugurated by Narendra Tomarji. Next, Yaoseng Festival. We have discussed this festival multiple times. Yaoseng Festival. This is observed where? This festival is observed in Manipur. Then recently, which organization hosted the third edition of the International Conference on Election Integrity? On election integrity. So the third International Conference on Election Integrity was hosted by ECI, that is your Election Commission of India. Right? Then tell me, if I ask you, which state government recently launched a plantation drive? A plantation drive was conducted on International Women's Day. In which state, or which state organized this plantation drive on International Women's Day? That was on 8th of March. So it will be your Jharkhand state. Right? Then tell me, which force installed the tallest iconic national flag? So the tallest flag of India, it was recently installed or hosted by which force? It is your Indian Army. Next thing, remember the location of this tallest iconic national flag is in the Doda district. Now, where is this Doda district? It is in Jammu and Kashmir. Next is, which center or which state government has allowed for poppy cultivation? Poppy cultivation. It is your West Bengal urged center to allow the poppy cultivation in their state. Next, which organization has recently released a report with the key finding that the number of acutely malnourished pregnant and breastfeeding women to be increased by 25% between 2020, that is 5.5 million, to 2022, that will be 6.9 million in 12 countries. So this data that was released by United Nations Children Fund, and it stated that the number of malnourished pregnant women, that is the women who have less nutrition and they are pregnant, they have undernourished, they are malnourished. So the number of such pregnant women will be increasing from 5.5 million to 6.9 million from 2020 to 2022. This whole data that we just discussed was released by United Nations Children's Fund, that is your UNICEF. Right? And the 12 countries that it is saying that in these, the malnutrition number of women will be increasing. They include Afghanistan, South Sudan, Chad, Yemen, Nigeria, Mali, Kenya, Ethiopia, etc. All right, and this report was also released on International Women Day, that is on 8th of March. Next, which company recently launched a digital campaign named Digital, that is your innovation and technology for gender equality to promote digital literacy among women? So it will be your Kotak Mahindra Asset Management Company that has launched a digital campaign that was named Digit-All, that is innovation and technology for gender equality to promote digital literacy among women. The campaign calls for the digital inclusion of all with the hashtag that also you need to remember, that is include all. All right. Then recently, India along with USA they signed an MOU for the semiconductor supply chain. Next, who has recently won the Pritzker Architecture Prize 2023? First of all, question can be asked that Pritzker Prize is given in the field of, it is given in the field of architecture. Now it is stated that who has won the Pritzker Architecture Prize 2023? He would be David Allen Chipperfield. He won the Pritzker Prize in the field of architecture. This award is also known as Nobel Prize in the field of architecture. David Allen Chipperfield, he is 69 years of age and he is a British civic architecture, urban planner and activist who won the Pritzker Architecture Prize for 2023. Also remember, he will be the 52nd recipient of this award. All right, next. And one more thing question can be asked that this ceremony for this Pritzker Architecture Prize, it was held where? It was held in Athens, Greece. All right. I repeat, it will be held. It has not been held. It will be held in Athens, Greece in May 2023. All right. The ceremony where David Allen Chipperfield will be honored with the Pritzker Prize. Next, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani was sworn in as the Prime Minister of which country? So he has been sworn in as the Prime Minister of Qatar. And if we remember, in Qatar only FIFA World Cup was held. Who won FIFA World Cup? It was won by Argentina. It was for the third time that Argentina has won the FIFA World Cup, and here the captain was Lionel Messi. Next, remember, if we talk about club FIFA World Cup, that is the FIFA World Cup for the club, this was won by Real Madrid. Next, if I ask you, tell me recently, first of all, tell me before this, Arogya Mahila. This Arogya Mahila was launched in which state? It was launched in Telangana. Arogya Mahila. Then there was a new sports policy launched. Sports policy was launched in which state? In that state there is sports city. In that state there is a film city. And the correct option here is UP. Here Jewar Airport is also being built. Alright, recently in UP, Global Investor Summit was held in Lucknow. Alright, in UP only it is said that they will achieve $1 trillion soon. And apart from this, in UP only it was stated that the high-rise buildings should cover themselves with beautiful lights so that at night they can look beautiful, or we can say that they match the standard of the global cities. So this is everything you need to know regarding UP. Apart from this, remember a new initiative was called Beggar Free City. Which was the Beggar Free City? And it is a new initiative. It was launched in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Beggar Free City. Bharat Nepal Astha Yatra Tour. It was launched by whom? Bharat Nepal Astha Yatra Tour. This was launched by IRCTC. Correct? Next remember G20 Flower Festival. G20 Flower Festival. This was a 2-day long festival. Where was this held? It was held in New Delhi. 2-day long flower festival was held in New Delhi. Next, what is the theme of UN International Women's Day that was observed across the globe on 8th of March? Important theme will definitely be asked to you, and the theme here is Digit All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. That is the theme for the International Women's Day. The first edition of the International Women's Day was observed in 1977, and the day is observed basically to create awareness about the rights of women. Next, which country was affected by Cyclone Gabriel in February 2023? So remember, New Zealand was severely affected by Cyclone Gabriel. All right, highly important. And here the speed of winds were more than 140 kilometers per hour. All right, and here also the waves were recorded that were almost 11-meter high in the Bay of Islands. Next, as per the new International Women's Day study report from the City Index 2023, that India has the dash number of highest number of female billionaires in the world, while dash country tops the list with the 92 female billionaires in the world. So remember, if we are talking about India, and here we are talking about the highest number of female billionaires in this world. So in this index that was released by City Index 2022, in this particular report, the rank of India is 5th. All right, India is on the 5th position with the maximum number of female billionaires, and there are 9 female billionaires in India. On the top position, it is your United States of America with 92 females. All right, on the first position with 92 female billionaires in this world. All right, and if we talk about in India, who is the richest woman? Savitri Jindal. Savitri Jindal, she is an Indian politician and businesswoman, and she is the richest woman in India with a family fortune of almost 16.96 billion dollar. So the correct option becomes option 2, 5th position. Next, which life insurance company recently launched a digital campaign that was called Empowering You to Achieve Your Dreams? I repeat, name the insurance company that has launched a campaign empowering you to achieve your dreams. This campaign was launched by which insurance company? It was launched by Tata AIA Life Insurance Company. This is one of the leading India's leading life insurance firm, and that have launched a digital campaign that was empowering you to achieve your dream. The program aims to provide Indian women the financial planning expertise they need to achieve their goals and fulfill their dreams. Next, which research institution has recently announced to start research grants for women scientists and women portals for grants? So this was started by which institution that they have announced to start research grants for women scientists and women portals for grants? It will be your CSIR, that is your Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. All right, an exclusive women's portal for research and grants and funds will be functional with effect from 1st of April 2023. The event was organized by CSIR as a part of the celebration of International Women's Day, that is on 8th of March. So, a special portal where research and grants will be provided to various research topics or various research, all right, for the women. All right, and same women can apply for those grants in the field of research. Then remember, on this portal and on this particular field, only women scientists across India will be eligible to apply for research grants to do research and development in the field of STEM, that is your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Here, science, physical science, engineering science, interdisciplinary science will also be included. Apart from this, a study proposal overall budget, including the stipend for the research fellow, would generally not exceed 30 lakh rupees. That means it will be below 30 lakh rupees only. Next, which state recently became the first state in India to begin the commercial cultivation of licorice, that is your mulethi? So the first state in India to start the commercial cultivation of licorice, it will be your Himachal Pradesh. All right. Apart from this, remember, India imports almost 8,047 tons of licorice annually from Afghanistan, China, Nepal. All right, and almost the main licorice is grown in this country of Afghanistan. So to reduce these imports or to reduce the dependence of mulethi or licorice on different countries, and we can grow our own licorice in Himachal Pradesh. So we started this, and Himachal Pradesh also, remember, places like Hamirpur, Bilaspur, Kangra, Una, Solan, these are the districts where they have potential to grow this licorice. Next, in which Indian city WHO set up the mRNA, that is your messenger ribonucleic acid vaccine hub. So, in which city World WHO has set up mRNA vaccination hub? It was set up where? It was set up in Hyderabad, Telangana. We know Hyderabad, Telangana Technology Hub 2.0 was also launched here. All right, and this mRNA hub will be set up by which organization? It will be set up by World Health Organization. Then next, remember Asia's largest tulip garden. Tulip garden. This is Asia's largest. Now tell me where this Asia's largest tulip garden is located. It is located in Jammu and Kashmir, and it will be opening shortly, that on 19th of March. So if you are watching this video on 19th of March or 20th of March, remember today it has an opened on the 19th of March. All right. Next, if I ask you, an international conference was held on Buddhist heritage. Buddhist heritage. International conference on Buddhist heritage was held where? In New Delhi. Next, if I ask you, tell me, IIT Guwahati has recently tied up with which hospital for cardiac research? To do research on cardiac, and cardiac is basically related to heart. So to do research on cardiac or heart research, IIT Guwahati partnered with which hospital? It is your Satya Sai Hospital. All right. Next, if I ask you, tell me where was the second edition of the G20 Sustainable Financial Working Group meeting held? I repeat, second edition of the G20 Sustainable Financial Working Group meeting held. It was held in Udaipur. Where was this held? It was held in Udaipur. Then third edition of the Divya Kala Mela. This Divya Kala Mela, the third edition of this Mela, was inaugurated at Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Right. Then India will host SEO tourism ministers meet, and this SEO tourism ministers meet will be hosted by India, and it will be where? It will be in Varanasi. If you remember, in Varanasi to Dibrugarh, India's largest cruise ship will work from Varanasi to Dibrugarh in Assam. Right. Then who participated in the 19th edition of the BIMSTEC? In the 19th edition of the BIMSTEC, which Indian person participated here? Rajkumar Singh. Next, which organization recently released a report that states nations must make massive efforts to reduce sodium intake, that is your salt. Sodium is your Na. All right, and salt that we take, NaCl, sodium chloride. All right, this is the salt that we take in our daily diet, sodium chloride. So basically, which organizations recently released a report that stated that our consumption of sodium or salt should be less, and it was stated by World Health Organization. All right, because the massive consumption of this leads to risk of developing cancer, heart disease, or stroke. And WHO stated that they have launched a first of its kind global report on sodium intake, that world is falling short of its global target of reducing sodium intake by 30% by the year 2025. Moving on, which bank has recently signed an MOU with Central Warehousing Corporation to facilitate financing under that is electronic negotiable warehousing receipt? So which bank has signed with an MOU with CWC to facilitate financing in ENWR? It will be your Punjab National Bank, PNB. The MOU was made to provide easy access to finance to various farmers, fruit processors, traders against the agriculture commodities stored in CWC warehouses. Also, this initiative is launched to increase the farmers' income by overcoming the distress sales by the farmer because they are not able to store them. Next, which metro rail limited recently became the India's first metro to accept the central bank digital currency for parking. So CBDC, that is your central bank for digital currency. So if you remember, e-rupee was launched. It was launched by RBI. They were launched in two segment, retail and wholesale. Then remember, it is asked that which is the first India's first metro to accept CBDC for parking. It will be your Kochi. It will be your Kochi. All right. If I ask you, underwater metro is being launched where? It will be in West Bengal, Kolkata. Next thing, this underwater metro will be under which river? The name of the river under which this underwater metro will be there, it is your Hooghly River. Under Hooghly River. So correct option of this question is option 2. Next if I ask you, tell me, Kotak AMC Asset Management Corporation, they have launched a financial literacy campaign. It was launched for women. Then Axis Bank, they have tied up with ITC to offer rural lending product, that is to offer loans to small businessmen, to MSMEs or the businesses that are starting in the rural areas. Apart from this, IDFC, they have rebranded themselves to Bandhan. This is important news. IDFC was renamed or rebranded themselves to what? To Bandhan. Right? Next, if I ask you who has been appointed as the first Indian American judge at New York Court. First Indian American judge at New York Court. He will be Arun Subramaniam. Arun Subramaniam. All right. He is the first Indian American to be the judge at New York Court. Then, who is the new Chief Minister of Tripura? For the second time, he will be Manik Shah. Manik Shah. Then tell me, Dash became the first women officer to command a fighter unit in Indian Air Force. Fighter unit, to command a fighter unit. Who is the first woman to command a fighter unit? She will be Shalija Dhami. Shalija Dhami became the first woman officer to command a fighter unit in IAF, that is your Indian Air Force. Then who became the Chief Minister of Nagaland for the fifth time, not sixth, for the fifth time? Who became the Chief Minister of Nagaland? Nephew Rio. Right? Then one more, tell me who became the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Axis Mutual Fund? He will be B. Gop Kumar. B. Gop Kumar will be the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Axis Mutual Fund. Next, name the Union Minister who recently launched the first edition of Women Icons Leading Swachtha Award, that is your WINS Award. So this WINS Award were launched by whom? Hardeep Singh Puri ji. Alright, they launched this first edition of Women's Icon Leading Swachtha Award, that is your WINS Award, to highlight the impact of women in sanitation and waste management. The main aim of these awards were to recognize, celebrate, and inspire an exemplary initiatives in the urban sanitation and waste management by women-led organization and individual women. Then similarly, we are talking about cleanliness. You should know Swachh Bharat Mission. Swachh Bharat Mission Urban was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October 2014. Alright, then this was the first edition. But if I ask about Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, when was this launched? It was launched in 2021 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi only. And this was launched under an initiative that is Garbage Free Cities. Next, who was recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Axis Asset Management Company Limited. Who he will be? B. Goku Kumar. We just saw this. Next, In March, Union Minister of Power Rajkumar Singh has launched HP Dam and Surplus Power Portal to ensure greater availability of power during the peak demand seasons. This HP Dam, what does here P stands for? This HP Dam, first of all, remember it is your high price day ahead market. High price day ahead market. So here P stands for price. All right. What is this? This is an initiative to ensure greater availability of power during the peak demand session. As we know, if we take case of India, in India it is stated that now in this summer season the temperature will be very high and it will be beyond the survival limit of humans, and it is also stated that because of this the price of electricity will also increase, and even because of this there will be a huge destruction of various crops, due to which the food prices will also increase. Next, UN released a statement on International Women's Day, that is of 8th of March. Dash country has become the most repressive country for women and girls. So indirectly the question can also be asked, which is the most repressive country for women and girls? It will be Afghanistan. All right, and this statement was released by United Nations. It was released on International Women's Day, that is on 8th of March. Next is which place the Indian Army recently installed the tallest iconic national flag. We just saw this also. This was in Jammu and Kashmir, and it was in the Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. And the question can be asked is this tallest iconic national flag was installed by which force? It was installed by Indian Army. All right, it was installed on 9th of March 2023. All right. Next, the first edition of the Naval Commanders Conference 2023 was recently held on board the National Naval Ship Dash, India's first indigenous aircraft carrier off the coast of Arabian Sea in Goa. So the first edition of the Naval Commanders Conference 2023 was held on INS. On which INS it was held? It was held on INS Vikrant, and this INS Vikrant is the first indigenous aircraft carrier. This meeting was held off the coast of Arabian Sea in Goa. It was on 6th of March. The conference provided a forum for national commanders to connect with the key government officials and debate crucial security concerns at the military strategic level. Also remember, Rajnath Singh, who is the defense minister, addressed the naval commander on board the Indian naval ship Vikrant. Next, who has been reappointed as the managing director and chief executive officer of IndusInd Bank by RBI. So remember, Sumant Kathpalia ji has been recently reappointed as the MD and chief executive officer of IndusInd Bank, and he has been reappointed for a period of another 2 years. All right. Next is, if I ask you, tell me who won the Pritzker Prize in the field of architecture? We just saw David Chipperfield. During the Oscars, which was the best original song? Natu Natu. And RRR was declared as the if I ask you the best short documentary film, it will be The Elephant Whisperer. All right. Apart from this, who was awarded with the Vyas Samman? Vyas Samman for 2023. Gyan Chaturvedi. All right. And for his novel Pagal Khana. Gyan Chaturvedi was honored with Vyas Samman 2023. Right. Then tell me next, if I ask you, who launched Chat GPT 4, or this is GPT 4? Similarly, remember, Chat GPT was launched by OpenAI. So OpenAI has launched GPT 4, that is a artificial intelligence chatbot with higher accuracy. Next remember, if I ask you regarding Surodaya Small Finance Bank, they recently launched a saving account that was named Blossom Women's Saving Account. So this Blossom's Women's Saving Account was launched by Surodaya Small Finance Bank. Next, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, launched or has announced the formation of a new district named Maoganj, which brings the total number of districts of Madhya Pradesh to dash. Or this question can be framed in such a way that which is the 53rd district of Madhya Pradesh. It will be Maoganj, which is the new district of Madhya Pradesh. It is your Maoganj. All right, and it is the 53rd district if in counting numbers. Right. Next, in which country Mount Merapi volcano? I repeat, Mount Merapi volcano is located. This is located in Indonesia. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated the world's longest railway platform at Sri Siddharoda Swami Hubali station, and this Siddharoda Hubali station is located where? This is located in Karnataka. Sri Siddharoda Swamiji Hubali railway station, it is in Hubali, Karnataka, and it was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's longest railway platform. So question can be asked, which is the world's longest railway platform? It is at Sri Siddharoda Swamiji Hubali railway station. This is in Karnataka, West Bengal or Karnataka. All right, no, I correct myself. It is in Karnataka. All right, the state is Karnataka, and this has been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records. This platform measures 1507 meters long. All right, and it has been constructed with a cost of around 20 crore rupees. All right, next is, if I ask you about some important days now. Important days. You should also know because days can definitely be asked. So on 8th of March, we saw International Women's Day. Apart from this, remember, this was the second Wednesday of March. And remember, on second Wednesday of March, we also observed No Smoking Day. That was on 8th of March. Then on 10th, we observe CISF Raising Day. On 10th of March, we observe CISF Raising Day. On 14th of March, International Day of Action for Rivers. And the theme for the International Day of Action for Rivers is Rights of Rivers. Then similarly on 14th of March, International Mathematics Day is observed. Important day, International Mathematics Day, and the theme for the International Mathematics Day is Mathematics for Everyone. Next, Landslide Atlas of India. This was a report that was released in March 2023. Uttarakhand's 2 districts are considered to be most landslide prone districts in India. So which are the most landslide prone districts of India of Uttarakhand? They are 2. First is your Rudraprayag and second is your Uttarkashi. So first is your Rudraprayag and second is your Tehri Gadwal. So option 4th is correct here, not Uttarkashi. All right. So Rudraprayag and Tehri Gadwal, they are the 2 most landslide prone districts in India as per the data released in the report, and the name of the report is Landslides Atlas of India. All right. Then remember Thrissur, this is in Kerala, and this has been the 3rd most landslide prone district of India, and Thrissur is in Kerala, and Rudraprayag and Tehri Gadwal, that is on 1st and 2nd position, they are in Uttarakhand. Next, which state industrial development corporation has recently signed an MOU with Sweden India Business Council to cooperate in sustainable infrastructure and defense manufacturing? I repeat, which industrial development corporation or which state's industrial development corporation signed an MOU with Sweden India Business Council to cooperate in sustainable infrastructure and defense manufacturing? So it is your Maharashtra state. All right, Maharashtra and Sweden, they have been collaborating for almost more than 100 years. All right, and now between India, Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation and Sweden India Business Council. They tied up an MOU. They signed an MOU for development of sustainable infrastructure and defense manufacturing. Next, who is the current president and chief executive officer of Nokia? He will be Pekka Landmark. Pekka Landmark is the president and chief executive officer of Nokia. All right. Also remember, Nokia aims to surpass their rival and lead the Indian market for private 5G network, which the Finnish telecom gear maker expects to become a $240 million market by 2027. If we are talking about 5G, which was the first company to launch 5G in India, it was your Airtel. Next, in which city the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari has recently unveiled India's first and world's second 100% methanol powered 10-ton prototype truck? I repeat, recently Nitin Gadkari they have unveiled India's first, that is India's first and world's second 100% methanol powered 10-ton prototype truck, and it was unveiled in Bangalore, Karnataka. Alright, it is a 10-ton prototype truck. It was unveiled in Bangalore, Karnataka. Alright, highly important. Next is name the Asia's first female loco pilot who recently became the first women loco pilot of Vande Bharat train. So the first female loco pilot who recently became the Asia's first loco pilot of Vande Bharat Express train, she will be Surekha Yadav. Alright, and she's the first woman to drive the recently launched semi high speed Vande Bharat Express train. Alright, also remember she was also the first female train driver. First female train driver in 1988, Surekha Yadav. Next, which organization of the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has received the infrastructure finance company status from RBI? So, which organization of the Ministry of New and Renewables Energy recently got the IFC status from RBI? It will be your IREDA, that is your Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. All right, they have recently got the IFC status from RBI, and this has enabled the latter to take the higher exposure in the renewable energy financing. This IFC, that is your infrastructure finance company status, will help the company to access a wider investor base for fund mobilization. Alright, and this status has acknowledged IRDA's 36 year of infrastructure financing and development with the focus development on renewable energy. So correct option is IRADA has got the IFC status from RBI. Next, Reserve Bank of India infused 86,000 to 82,650 crore rupees into the banking system through a 14-day variable repo rate auction. I repeat, on 10th of March, RBI infused liquidity amounting 82,650 crore rupees into the banking system through a 14-day variable repo rate auction. Alright, apart from this, remember Silicon Valley Bank, it was the bank that has recently been closed down, shut down. And apart from this, Signature Bank also was shut down. First Valley Bank was also shut down, due to which we are seeing a high liquidity crisis or high crisis in banking sector that may or may not lead to recession. But let's stay tuned and watch the news that what is happening. Next is who was recently appointed as the managing director of the Life Insurance Corporation by replacing Bishnu Charan Patnaik ji. So who has been appointed as the new MD of LIC by replacing Bishnu Charan Patnaik? He will be Tablesh Pandey ji. Important. Alright, and he will be assuming his charge from 1st of April 2023. He will be replacing the current MD and current MD of LIC, who is Bishnu Charan Patnaik ji. Alright, also remember LIC has how many managing directors? They have 4 managing directors. Next is Indian Army placed its first order of integrated mobile camouflage systems for mechanized forces with dash startup to reduce the thermal radar signatures. So remember, Indian Army, they have placed their first order of IMCS, that is your integrated mobile camouflage system for mechanized forces, with whom, for which company they ordered their first order. It was your hyper stealth technologies. All right, so Indian Army took a lead in awarding the first ever procurement order of an innovation of defense project as per the revised procedure from hyper stealth technologies. All right, important. Next, name the software company that recently launched the world's largest open finance platform, that was called eMAC.ai, to help the banks and financial institutions design future ready technology solution. So it is your Intellect Design Arena, that is Intellect Design Arena. That is the name of the company that they have launched the largest open finance platform, that was called emac.ai. Basically, what is this? This will be helping various banks and financial institutions to come up with the new future ready technology solution, so that better services can be provided to the various organization. All right, also the cloud native platform has artificial intelligence embedded in it, that was powered by AWS, that is your Amazon Web Services. This is a cloud platform of Amazon. If we are talking about Microsoft, what is the name of the cloud platform here of Microsoft? It is your Azure. For Google, if we are talking, what is the name of the cloud platform? That is GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Next, which company recently collaborated with NPCI to launch RuPay credit card through UPI using the Bheem app? So remember, it will be your Canara Bank that has recently collaborated with NPCI to launch credit card through UPI using the BhimPay application. Earlier, we know that UPI are basically used using the debit cards, or from directly the amount has been transacted from one bank account to another bank account. But now to use RuPay credit card through UPI, Canara Bank has allowed it. Next, which mutual fund has recently renamed the India's first US debt exchange traded fund IDFC US Treasury Bond 0 to 1 years fund of fund, and it was renamed to, and I have mentioned, IDFC was renamed to what? It was renamed to Bandhan Mutual Fund. Next, Next is which bank recently launched the industry's first co-branded credit card along with Flipkart wholesales. So it is your HDFC Bank that have recently launched industry's first co-branded credit card along with Flipkart warehousing. Alright, or Flipkart wholesale. Apart from this, remember, if you purchase through this particular credit co-branded credit card from the Flipkart wholesale, that means their extra discount or discount of 5% will be provided from the Flipkart wholesale online spending. All right, and this credit card will be running on the Diners Club International Network, which is a part of the Discover Global Network. This card can be used in more than 200 countries that use Diners Club International Network. Next, which institute has recently signed an MOU with the UNA Mission Group, that is your United Nations Association Mission Group? It will be your Indian Institute of Information Technology Design and Manufacturing of Kurnool, that is IIIT of Kurnool, has recently signed an MOU with United Nations Association Mission Group. According to this MOU, the students of IIIT DM, they will be assigned 3 to 4 districts in the villages of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, where they will be providing various education, or they will be creating awareness to the local people about the importance of conserving forest, land, the air quality for the next 5 years. All right, so it is your IIIT DM that signed an MOU with UNA. Under this mission, three or each student of this IIIT DM will be provided with 3 to 4 villages for the next 5 years, where they will be creating awareness for the sustainable development goals. All right, next, which organization has announced its young global leader class of 2023 that have 6 Indians including Aditya Thackeray and Madhukeshwar Desai to form of young global leaders. So remember, we are talking about the list of the young global leaders globally, and in this list 6 Indians were listed. Among them, two are Aditya Thackeray and Madhukeshwar Desai. Now the question asked here is that this list of the young global leaders for 2023 has been released by which organization? It is released by World Economic Forum. Alright, and this list has been named as the Young Global Leaders Class of 2023. Next, name the union minister who recently released the 24th issue of publication that was titled Women and Men in India 2022 at New Delhi. So this was named, or who is the union minister who has launched this Women and Men in India 2022 at New Delhi? It was launched by Rao Inderjit Singh. Alright, directly. Next is in March, Indian Railways is set a target to become the net zero carbon emitter by the year 2030. If we talk about India, India plans on becoming carbon neutral by 2070. If we talk about Kerala, Kerala is planning on becoming carbon neutral by 2050, and they are planning on shifting on 100% renewable energy or green energy by 2040. So the correct option here becomes option 3. So that's all for the day, friends. I hope you have enjoyed our session. If you want us to continue with such session and bring more such informative videos for you on the regular basis, I want you all to like the session and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. And again, I'll say that topic wise videos are really important. I want to see all the students watching our topic wise videos because that will help you in your preparation and revision. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.